Alright, this one is specifically for the neurodivergent. My peoples. Listen, you have to give yourself permission to be uncaged with your perspective. Because I feel like you've been living in this filter for way too long, to where people have to, like, digest you in a certain way. I've had that problem too, to where I was not digestible for most people. Now, it's a different story. It's more of, if this environment doesn't fit me, then we can mutually agree that I should leave, type of thing. That's just an example. So in general, you should just be uncaged with your perspective, but also have an internal filter that you work on when it comes to your comfortability talking to people. Most people are not rooted the way you are. You are not weird by any means, but they are different because they're not rooted as much as you sometimes when you encounter certain people. That's okay too. Sometimes we call them whatever we call them, but it's important not to like stick to labels during this time. I am using neurodivergent because this is the target audience that I want to pursue in this reading, because that's the energy that I'm picking up on. That does not mean that neurotypicals cannot get something from this, because we're not separated that much, except for by honestly how much we are available in terms of emotion and logic. But that's a different story for a different day. Anyone who's neurodivergent, you understand where I'm coming from. Moment of silence. People who are not rooted in who they are and continue to live outside of what is really reality will challenge you and your logic on a daily basis. It's something that you should not look forward to, but just expect. That way you're not so surprised, and you don't have to quickly lift up your mask to protect yourself. When you quietly lift up your mask to protect yourself, it's telling the other person that they're not safe, and it's telling your nervous system that you're not safe in this scenario. You have to retrain your nervous system to not be so turned off by different people and how they approach life and how they approach you. Because for the most part, people don't know any better until you tell them. And then after that, it's a choice. So you have to use your own discernment from that point to figure out, are these people for me or are they not for me? Is this job for me or is it not for me? You're going to have to take control of what you got going on and break away from everything else controlling you. When you are able to show your mask, when you're not able to show, it shouldn't be that complicated to you. And it might be very relieving for you to hear that. You do not have to cater yourself to every person and every environment that you meet. It's exhausting. Anyone who knows you, how your mind works, how your heart works, they should already know that you don't mean any harm. There's two sides to every story. So I'm talking to the innocent ones here. There's two sides to every story, but only you can speak for your own, right? Don't be so obsessed with what the other person is thinking as you are talking to them. And then maybe you'll figure out that people are just trying to figure it out along with you. Are they good for me or are they not? It's the same process, just a different brain. If you change your mindset and give yourself a surplus of permission, you'll find yourself to be a lot more free than you think you are. But you have to integrate the action that may be messy in order for you to grow outside of your mask. Or at least develop one that is interchangeable. You can go a lot of different ways with this. A mask is more than just a 3D object that you put on your face. It's an internal thing that we use to protect ourselves. So with that being said, if it belongs to us, we can manipulate our own mask however we so choose. As an empath, we do this differently. Dark or light, we do this differently than anyone who is not an empath. You have to take that into account. You have to do your own self-evaluation of how forgiving you could be towards people when it comes to their actions, your actions, while you're trying to embody this transformation. Don't get distracted by other people's illusions and whatever they say to you that is not in alignment with your heart or your mind. Do not get attached to them, is what I mean. Those attachments can become distractions, and those distractions can become attachments, and then you find yourself in a loop of someone else's BS. We don't want that. So, the good thing about all of this is that when you're interacting with people on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, whenever, nothing lasts forever. So remember, when you're talking to people, you may see them right then, but you're not probably going to see them again, especially if it's like a drive-by, hey, how you doing, how's your day, and you just go about your way. Like, no one's going to remember that. They're just going to remember that you were friendly whenever you greet people. Try to get to the conclusion before it even gets there. Like, you're meeting a person, right? And you're meeting this person just because it's a part of your job or something. It's a new coworker and you have to get like friendly with them or whatever. It's not going to last forever, is it? They're only going to be a coworker for a limited time. So you don't have to overshare. And you don't have to get all buddy-buddy right away. I've had to learn this, and I learned this probably like my 5th or 6th year, probably even my 7th year being in the culinary industry and being in hospitality. After that, I just had to practice it over and over again. And did I forget? Yeah. But I forgave myself afterwards. So, just remember to forgive yourself for every interaction without your mask that does not go perfectly right in your head. Because you have to get rid of perfection when it comes to that too. Go back to your chakras and see which ones are in control of those things. Because I'm not going to be able to cover everything in one video. You're going to have to figure it out, be on your own self journey to figure out what chakras you need to fix and what needs to be rearranged in order for you to be in this world and not feel like it's owning you. You own it. You were born here, not by choice. So make the most out of it. If you didn't even ask to be here, might as well live it up, you know? Just be careful and be safe. That's really all the advice I can give you at this point. But this is coming from someone who could be someone in your life that could be an inspiration. I want to inspire you to do different things and get out of your comfort zone, because I am too. And it's not easy. It's a lifelong journey. And if you are in your 30s or below, I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. Rewind this video as much times as you need in order for you to understand that you do not always have to have a mask for every single person in your life. You can be yourself and just filter your words and you'll be just fine. But again, talk to your professionals and mental health stuff people, and they'll be able to probably lead you in the right direction. I'm just here from the spiritual. I'm not qualified. So go to the people that you pay and ask them about everything that I just said, and if I'm right. And if I'm right, cool. If I'm wrong, cool. I really don't care. As long as we both learn something, that's all I really care about. So, to the people who you think are against you, that are probably don't really give a shit, just say fuck them and move on with your day. Have a good day.